So, you're here for the next video, huh? $4,000. I was told that I was a bad designer by my professors. They said they're gonna give me $4,000, which was a scam. I showed all this from in the recent video, so I hope you guys go and watch it. I realized it was a scam through watching a lot of YouTube videos, but one of the things that I realized is that there were a lot of fake people out there. I'm gonna talk about fake people right now. I'm just gonna talk on the camera because I don't want to make a big deal about it. Hey, listen. You see a lot of YouTuber out there who is doing a bunch of stuff, and we feel like we're watching that, and we just feel like, sometimes, movies, obviously we know that's not real, but when it comes to streamers and people's reaction, it just feels like real. Maybe this is a story that is far away from you, but I'm going to explain it from my own perspective, from my own weaknesses, so that you understand. I used to be a video addict, which means I watch video on my bed. I watch it until I starve. I watch it over 24 hours, like that. I watch it from 12 a.m. right? 12 a.m. 0 a.m. How do I say that? 1 a.m. in the morning, and then I go to sleep at 7 a.m. and then I wake up at 1 p.m. and then I watch video for 7 hours again, and it's night, but I can't stop watching. That used to be me. The reason why that type of stuff happens, I think it's very simple. There are so many fake stuff in this world. I was watching one thing about IShowSpeed. Do you guys like IShowSpeed? He almost scammed somebody, and this is something very obvious that we should know about. I'm not trying to bring up some problems and make somebody look bad. It's just true, He's a guy who's working on the YouTube, and if he has done something online, we should know about it. If I make a game and it was really shitty, you should mention about it. He made that game and it was a mistake. And I'm just being honest. He made a video. He didn't make a video, IShowSpeed, but he was really telling people to buy, telling kids to buy coins that just didn't exist. But he was paid to do it, and then he'll get paid back on some parts, so he was telling them to do it. And then those celebrity coins was a thing in Korea too. But unfortunately, he got caught. I mean, fortunately he got caught doing that. People are spamming hey L scam, and then there was a footage of him speaking without knowing that the mic was off, saying hey, what are we gonna do about it? And then later on, he said to the viewers, hey man, I'm a stupid guy, but I really love you guys. You guys know about it. He said it like that. There are many people on YouTube, there are many people on streamer who is saying that I love you guys, I care about you guys, I care about your progress, whatever. But the truth is, most of the time they do it for the money. They get paid for a product, they do it. They do it for a view. I need quite a bit evidence for me to really say something like this. Anyone can say that. Anyone can say they do it for the view. Let me try to find an example. All right. I made a YouTube channel, right? And then I was telling people about freaking that I'm a game developer. But the truth is, I'm not even good at design. The truth is, I failed at school and I'm not even skillful to make something. I never tried. But I was just advertising. I was really advertising that I'm a game director because I wanted to be one, And I wanted to really take and study a lot of stuff that I needed to study. But I only got to realize that I'm not skillful to do those things. we just have to know. I think we just have to know that gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about YouTube streamer for just a second to prove to you that why skill really does matter. To talk about YouTube channel and content, most of the people that we watch, they are YouTube content creator. They're not random people who turns on the camera and then speak in front of the camera. No, they make projects and projects every week to do things. Why? I mean, most of them to make money, and I hopefully most of them to give something that is good to the customer, and then they get paid for that. I think job is something that you do it for the people. I think job is something that you do it for the goods of people, and then that's why people pay, because you did something good to them and you're paying them back as a favor. You're paying, like if there's a good game, you'll pay for it, right? You wouldn't question about paying it. But if there's a really bad game and then you got scammed and you bought it, you would ask for a refund. Why? Because it's not worth it. So like the thing that we watch and pay, the thing that we choose to pay is something that they make it with their effort to give something great. Am I making this video to, really make an impact and become a YouTuber? I don't think I am. I'm not a YouTuber, like I said. But if you're learning something from me, I want you to just know. If you're learning, maybe you're not learning something from me. Maybe it has like a one view and then nobody watched it and this video is nothing. But what I'm trying to say is whatever is good, whatever is you're willing to pay for is something that the person really tried hard, not to just prove themselves, but they tried hard to give and make quality become life. It wasn't just a plan for them, but they did everything to make that dream come to active and make it as a design that comes out in the world. It's just like a woman, just like a mom who is born a child and then having a give birth to a baby. Like it just takes pain and life and patience. But to talk about myself, I talked about this in the previous episode. I failed in one of my school when it came to making something, and I failed. Why did I fail? The reason was very simple. I was doing something with my heart, but I never thought of developing my skill for one's sake, to actually make something that people will buy it, to actually make something with a good quality. And they required me a quality, but I didn't have the quality. I had a bunch of ideas, I had a bunch of like good story and great stories, which I got A+ in, like in every classes that required me to make a story. I was good at that. But when it comes to design, when it comes to producing, they said you suck at producing. Why? Because I never cared about people. I was never thinking about becoming a professional guy. Why? Because, for me to look at myself, like a sketch and a doodle is pretty fine. Like if I look at my drawings like this, it's pretty fine. Like I like it. I don't care whoever sees it. And I was that attitude. And then I had that as a looking portfolio. And what the professor told me was that, hey, that art is not complete, and why are you showing something that you're complete? It is so not complete. It is so not then complete. What are you going to do about it? It was looking good to me, but I never asked. I never really thought of it. Are people actually going to play this? I never thought of that. I really never thought of that. So, if I'm trying to make a game that is actually good and then people actually play it because it's good, and one thing that I have to remember is, first of all, is the game good itself? And a good game comes with a good design. With a persuasive design that people understand what's going on. People feel the emotions that is going on. I can't just let them play with my doodle. If they play on my doodle, I have to have a reasonable reason for me to do that. And design always have to be precise when it comes to people understanding the design. Unless you want to make a unless you want to make an annoying game that people can't even click on and they don't even know what's going on. Like if that's your purpose, and if that's the purpose that you're trying to give, like yeah, go with your drawing, you know. So the point I'm trying to say is I don't want to make anyone frustrated, right? I'm not trying to make anyone frustrated. If becoming an artist or becoming a designer is not your job, like I hope you don't jump into this, because it is for myself too. I'm not a skillful designer. I'm not a skillful artist to say this to you. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I really want to say this on the internet. I want people to realize that something that is worthful for people to pay for is that person's career and life really poured and led into it. Some people just do it for the money, and we know it, because they would start promoting stuff that is not even according to, like, they would be promoting like like a keyboard all of a sudden, which that's not what the YouTube channel is about, but they will be promoting it like, hey man, keyboard, like buy it, and he's like teaching art, and it's like, what are you doing, man? And he just said like that's a paid promotion. And people who follow money and try to do things for the money, they will make a decision that will kind of ruin it. That doesn't, I mean, advertising doesn't mean that you ruin everything. Like maybe that supports of what you're doing, but what the viewer is expecting is not, they didn't come in to see an ad. They come in to learn something. They come in to get motivated on something. But if I'm motivating to buy a product because that's how I get the money, like, so what I'm trying to say is I don't think following money is always really a good choice, because you will start making bad choices and the product will be not as good. Product wouldn't really be sincere. Product wouldn't be about like, hey man, not just hey man, but something that people would just come and buy it because it's just really nice and it's just well made. I don't think doing something that you like doing something that you like is also not good. People are not gonna really. First of all, people don't know you, and why would people watch somebody that they don't know, like, and they don't know you? Third, are you doing something for the people? So like my point is, I think it's really important to have a job or dedication that you do it for the people, that you're not doing for yourself. I'm a firm believer that people need to be sincere about what they're doing. They have to be truthful. If they're asking for a payment, they have to make sure that they're doing the labor that they're worth a pay. They can't be lying. They can't make a $1 game and then ask for a $12. They can't make a game that is not even worth it to pay it and then ask people to pay it. That's called stealing. Whatever we need, whatever we want to accomplish, whatever we want to give, I think it's really, we just have to turn back and like look at ourselves in the mirror and say, am I really doing and producing something that is good for the people, or am I doing this for myself? And if it's for the people, if I mean, like doing jobs and stuff like that, I mean, part of it is definitely for yourself, because like doing a job and having a career it's really healthy for personal life. So like, man, I was really, it really helped me a lot for me to just get a job, for me to have something that I can dedicate on. Like I think that is part of people's life. It is so important to have something to dedicate on. It is not really freedom to live for yourself, but there is a freedom on becoming a dedicated person to something and having a burden. I'm gonna end this video with this, whatever you're working, whatever you're doing, I just want to inspire this and ask you this question: are you creating something that what the world needs? Are you creating something what the people need? And not just out of an instinct. I want to challenge you further, and I hope you understand what's going on. I know most of the people may hate me. Are you giving something that people don't feel like they need, but they act what they actually need? The truth. Are you giving that experience to people? And that's the type of game that I want to make. I don't want to make I don't want to make a candy. Candy looks tasty. People taste it. People eat it, but they don't have a candy right next to their main dish. Why? Because it's not a life source. You may be appealed to it. You may be attracted to it for a moment, but you never have it in your dinner table. You don't have candies together. You don't eat candies with your rice or bread or whatever. Why? Because that's not the main source of your life. And if I make games, this is just a plan. I didn't do it. It's so much more important that I've really put my work and effort to it. Like, it is a 1% idea, but 99% of living. And I wish, and I want, and I will, and I will be. And I want to live. I can't really say I will be living a life like that, because I don't know. Maybe my mom will change. I can't promise you anything that I cannot promise. But I just really want to say this. Whatever. Just be sincere. Don't be lying. Don't be a lying person that's trying to steal money from people, but really sick for the benefit. When it comes to paying, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop rattling so that this video and this experience will be a good experience for you.